there is going to be a celestial changes coming in. Jupiter, the beneficiary planet for many, is going retrograde in the zodiac of Taurus. This retrogression for a beneficiary planet like Jupiter is mostly a good omen, and a good prospects are expected for many zodiacs, but some of them are exempted because of the placement, the house which Jupiter is. So they may have to face little bit problems. I will be telling you the remedies for that. Jupiter will be going retrograde on 9th of October till April 10th. But it will be in the first instance from 9th of October to 28th of November in the star of Mrigashira, from 9th October to 28th November, and then from 28th November till April 10th, he will be going retrograde motion in the star of Rohini. So here we will see how this transit is going to make impact on all other zodiacs depending upon their placements. Now when we see this Taurus, the zodiac sign is represented by the tarot card Hierophant. Hierophant is such a card which creates energy in such a way, it's between you and the creator. It there's something in between where you can get the maximum benefit of your good luck, prosperity, and all, and also favor from others, being a mentor. For many, this Taurus zodiac sign, because of the Hierophant card getting activated by the presence of Jupiter, it gives you a help from your higher sources. The higher sources in means, if you are working in any corporation or any big establishment, then what happens, you will get the favor of your topmost employers. So that part, it will be giving you lot of benefit for you. And not only that, you will get some perks also from them, a motivation from them. You will be an idol for many of them who work under you. So this Hierophant card, which is getting activated, it can give you a role, make you a role model, and also give you lot of benefit reaping from your higher authority. And this Jupiter is such a planet which is represented by the tarot card Wheel of Fortune. Wheel of Fortune is such a card that it brings good karma, change in our life, lot of problems, whether it is your love life, your career life, or your finances, whatever may be that. When the Wheel of Fortune gets activated, this card's energy will give you changes coming in, that stagnation will go, lot of changes coming in, bad karma wiping out, good karma coming in, a lot of changes coming in. You get the motivation to bring change in your life. All this is indicated. So now we will see how this will be for the all zodiacs, starting from Aries to Pisces. But before that, I want to tell you one thing, because this retrogression is happening in the Taurus sign. This Taurus sign is the second house for Kalpurusha. So when it is in the second sign of Kalpurusha, the general prospect is as such, it will give lot of changes, particularly pertaining to finances, money. And Jupiter is also such a planet which rules over finance, money. So definitely there is going to be a lot of change in your monetary issues, your finances, your investments, your money, your income, your inflow of money, your liquid cash. All this is going to be affected by this. For some it is good, for some it is medium, and for some it is little bit here and there. So we will see who is like this and who is like that. That will take care what precautions you have to take. First, from 9th of October till 28th of November, Jupiter, the card represented by Wheel of Fortune, will be navigating retrograde into the first Mrigashira Nakshatra in the retrogression. Mrigashira Nakshatra is represented by the tarot card Seven of Pentacles. Seven of Pentacles card has the energy of bringing a halt and testing your patience, not able to move forward. But at the same time, it gives little bit hope for you so that you don't lose the battle and run away. So it will create that and this also. So now November 28th till April 10th, it will be going retrograde in the star Rohini. Rohini is represented by the tarot card Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles energies as such that it will create lot of expenditure mainly for charity. But when it goes to retrograde, the situation will be something different from it. In the Seven of Pentacles, it may create that you may lose the patience and take some actions. And in the Six of Pentacles energy, when it gains, it will make you to do expenditure for your own self rather than doing charity and leading it to greater expenses. So that is the general view. Now we will go zodiac by zodiac, how it will affect. Now Aries. Now for you Aries, your ninth and 12th lord is moving to your second house. So when your ninth and 12th lord is moving into your second house, your luck and your goodwill will also increase. So what will happen? It will help make you to do some good expenses, auspicious expenses coming up. Auspicious expenses in sense you get your children married, or you buy a house, or you go abroad. For that you spend for your visa or abroad settlement, or you invest in some import export business. All these things which has a constructive future, it has such expenses will be more for you. For Aries, this transit is going to be really a good one because your good luck, because whenever a planet goes retrograde, it goes with higher speed, giving more results. So for you, Jupiter is a general benefactor who rules your ninth lord. Even though he rules your 12th lord, his placement in the second house will definitely bring you good luck pertaining to your finances, your income, your savings and all will be increased. Now for Taurus, your 8th and 11th lord moving into first house. The 8th lord being in the first house will definitely bring lot of changes, particularly to your income, your gains, your way of living, your society, from whom you get benefit, your community. There all you may get some issues which will make you realize what you are, who you are, and it will force you to take some motivational changes coming up so that you get transformed, a new life you get. It will be totally what you were all these days. You will not be the same person. Earlier, which things were giving you happiness may no longer give you happiness now because your perspective has changed. So Jupiter, the eighth house lord coming into your first house, will create such a thing that your perspective, your stand about your life, your earnings, your way of living, everything changes and you are a changed person. So we can't say that this is a bad transit, but it will create little discomfort in the starting, but later on it will pick up and it will be good. Now for Gemini, your 7th and 10th lord moving into 12th house. Because now the 7th and 10th lord moving into the 12th house, his placement is not good. So basically, more rather than your marital life, it affects more your professional life and your partnership. If you are doing any business with partnership, that may create some losses or that may create some rift, and it may be as such that your partner want to go away, move away from you, and you have to bear all the expenses or you have to bear all the responsibilities, and in some way there may be some crunch of money and loss of money indicated. So you should be careful in sense, when your partner is not doing good, you need not be very harsh with them. You just have to diplomatically tackle the issues, then only this problem can go well. Otherwise, before this April, there may be some issues propping up and you walk out of the partnership and that may incur losses. So now for Cancer, your sixth lord and ninth lord is moving into 11th house. So victory over your enemies and get gains is indicated. Basically, because sixth lord is ruled by debts and loans and enemies. Now, coming your sixth lord coming into your 11th house will help you to overcome. You get help from many people. You get help from your community, your people, your near, your dear, your friends, and all will come to your help, and you can overthrow whatever is troubling you. Enemy need not be a person, it can be a situation, it can be a community, it can be a source where many things, many problems are coming and you are not able to solve it. That can also be treated as enemy. And in your workplace, sixth house is also ruled by workplace, so that can also create issues. So, but fortunately, you have the placement of Jupiter in such a good place, 11th house. It will definitely create good things coming up, support coming up, and you can overcome all the issues which were giving you trouble, not recently, but from long time also. If you are suffering from any problem, issues pertaining to your job, enemies, debts, and all, you can overcome it at this period till April very easily. The thing is, you have to do little bit charity. So the doing charity will help you to prevent lot of losses. And for Leo, your fifth and eighth lord is coming into your 10th house. So what happens? Your Purva Punya, what all good things you have done in your this life, your past life, and all will come to a rescue to you, because your profession maybe from last few years was creating some issue. You were not satisfied with your profession, and there were lot of ups and downs coming up. Now it coming into your 10th house, being your 8th lord, will bring some transformative changes. You apply some transformation, new things you bring some creative ideas in your profession, and then you bring the changes. That changes will fetch you a lot, and there will be a transital change. You turn back and see 6 months ago what was my profession and what I was doing. Now, after introducing it, it has picked up so much what I am doing now. So there is a transformational change coming. Transition is there. What your role has changed, your position has changed, your priorities have changed. So such things are indicated for you till April. For you also, the best thing is doing little bit charity. Charity attracts good luck in life. So try to do charity as much as you can. I'm not saying that you do charity giving trouble to your own self. It's not like that. What is little bit which you can spend for others, that rather than spending on unwanted wasteful expenditure, try to do little bit charity, especially charity towards religious institutions and spiritual benefit. That will help you to overcome any stagnations in life. That will help you. Now for Virgo, your fourth and seventh lord coming into ninth house, it's a good sign. Any house or property you want to sell, or there was some issue in your family or your relationship, that will come to an end. You can sit, talk, and clarify things, and you will get the support. Luck is favoring you, so that you can overcome all issues, mental issues, physical issues, all relating to your comforts and all. You had problem from long time, that will come to an end, and a smooth sailing life is indicated. So it's a very good time for you guys. And for Libra, this period is going to be little bit troublesome, because your third and sixth lord is going into the eighth house. So what happens? Good people whom all you trusted, at this time period, they may behave in a weird way. So you may feel that those I thought are not at all my own people, they are something different. So there may be some lot of changes in your thinking perspective. Your acceptance towards their behavior may be different, and now you are not in a position to take it anymore. So you like to walk away from the relationship. This may not be your inner circle relationship, what I am talking. It is a second circle, third circle people who all you trusted, your near friends, your neighbors, your colleagues, and all are going to try to bring some changes. They will try to put their opinion on you and want you to behave like that, or you may feel that they are not they were in the guise of a friend, actually they are my enemy. Such type of feeling you may get it in from inside, and that may create a rift between you, and you may try to walk out of this relationship. So that is the thing for Libra. You should be little more patient, praying to Lord Ranganatha Swami, offering him Tulsi leaves on Wednesdays, and listening to Vishnu Sahasranama on Wednesdays can help you to overcome this problem. And now for Scorpio, your second and fifth lord coming into seventh house, excellent period. Excellent period because financially and for children, any expenditure was there, you can do it. Lot of money coming in, and understanding in family. Any problem with your spouse, children, it was there, it will come to an end. You will know where all things went wrong, and you will try to justify those things and try to rectify those things, and there will peace and harmony can be restored to you. So it is a very good transital period for you. Any existing problem you have, now you take the initiative to rectify it. It can be rectified. Any court cases, divorce cases are there, now you can sit to talk and take help of others and rectify and bring a reconciliation that is indicated. And now for Sagittarius, your first and fourth lord is going to sixth house. It is very good. You have any long term debts, you can overcome it, and family issues which were there for many days, you were not able to rectify it. Now it is the time that you can make it happen good in a good way. You can clear off the debts, you can clear off all misunderstandings in the family. You want to buy a house, you want to buy a vehicle and all, now it is okay. But for this, there may be a situation for some of you that you take some huge loan and do all this. For at that time, you have to take care, you have to think about long term loans rather than short term loans. Otherwise, there may be some issues. And for Capricorn, your 12th and 3rd lord is coming into your 5th house. So there may be some mixed results coming in. Some days will be good, cooperation will be good, but sometimes a lot of expenditure coming in, and that too misunderstandings, quarrels coming in. So you'll try to move out of the relationship, and there may be discomfort, and also you have to take care. Otherwise, if you are careful, you are mindful of your talks and your attitude, then this transit may not hurt you in any way. And for Aquarius, your 11th and 2nd lord moving into 4th house, excellent period. Whatever you think to get, you will get it. You want to buy a house, you want to go abroad, you want to settle somewhere, your dream house, whatever it is, now is the time. You want comfort, you want to set a marriage, anything in life, what all were getting postponed from long years, not days, that also can be fulfilled at this time. So excellent period for Aquarius. To make it more good, try to pray to Lord Hanuman. That can create any small obstacles, blockages are there, that also will vanish, and you will get a golden future. Your dreams can be fulfilled. So this is an excellent time for Aquarius. And for Pisces, your 10th and 1st lord moving to 3rd house. So a lot of changes coming to your workplace, your motivation, your way of thinking. If you are lethargic from long time, you were not able to accomplish your works, now is the time you get the motivation, you get the creativity from inside, you get the zeal from inside to do it, and you get the cooperation from others, support from others, and accomplish all tough task projects and all. So excellent time for Pisces. So these are the remedies. For Gemini, I forgot to tell you, for you this time period is little bit up and down. So it's better that you pray to Lord Guruvayur and offer him basil leaves, that will on Wednesdays, or listening to Vishnu Sahasranama on Wednesdays, it will be good for those all who are undergoing little bit problems, blockages, tensions and all. Listening to Vishnu Sahasranama on Wednesdays and offering Tulsi to Lord Vishnu will help you to overcome all these problems. If you like our channel, kindly like, share and subscribe. Your subscribe really matters to you. If you want to take my consultation, you can contact me on my number.